Hey, I'm Devin Katzner. I'm an alumni from Napa New Tech. Here with me are other alumni, and we're at NTAC 2012. Here with me today is...
Oh, me? Oh, Andrea Pereira. Do I say anything?
Yeah, you can say your graduating class. Where'd you graduate from?
I graduated from Arsenal Tech in 2010. New Tech, Arsenal Tech, sorry. Okay. And, yeah.
I'm Ashley Emery. I graduated from Decatur Central's New Tech in 2010, and I'm at UND now.
And I'm Cindy Arteaga, and I came from Metza Academy, graduated in 2011, and that is in the Dallas area.
So now that we know where you're from, tell us a little about your high school life. Starting with Andrea.
High school was good.
It was good. That's
Yes.
what we like to hear. Tell us more about it.
About New Tech.
Yes.
New Tech was awesome.
It was awesome, wasn't it? Okay.
Indeed.
Listen, do you want to know what the theme of this conference is? Dive deeper into learning.
I know.
Let's dive deeper into this story.
Yes. More about my story. Okay, I joined New Tech when it started out first in 2000 and I think 7. I was a sophomore. All I know, I was a sophomore, and I graduated in 2010. I did 3 years in New Tech. I had college classes while I was in New Tech. It was awesome. I had a good experience over there. I met new people every day, had lots of projects, which was fun and sometimes a little bit annoying, especially when some students were like, I don't want to do this. And you're like, do it. So otherwise, everything was good about New Tech.
Sweet.
Do I dig more? Deep? Okay.
No. You've jugged to China. That was a bad joke. All right, Ashley, tell us more about your New Tech life.
My New Tech experience started my sophomore year. I was the pioneer group for my school, so that was interesting and a lot of fun. Definitely learned a lot about communication and working with groups for New Tech.
I started as a freshman at the Metza Academy, and I actually was the guinea pig. We were the first graduating class, so it was kind of rough here and there, but I think overall the experience as a New Tech student was great because you can tell the difference between an actual high school student that's in a traditional learning environment compared to what we've been used to, which is a project-based learning environment. And even now that we're going off to college, we see and we notice that difference, especially with the people who we interact with, whether it's in study groups or if it's in a basic lecture hall. So I think that there was so much that was gained through my high school experience, and I would never ever regret that. So I really enjoyed my high school years, and if I could, I would go back, but unfortunately I have to continue with life.
You don't want to be a super senior. Now, I think the question on everybody's mind is, how has New Tech prepared you for college? Andrea, with the answer.
New Tech prepared me while I was in school with the college classes. I got first-hand experience of how it is in a classroom in college, students, professor. It was good, and at the same time it was a shock.
A shock? Describe the shock.
Because the shocking part about that was basically when you went to class, the professor would do his own stuff and you would have to just follow along. Yeah, he would explain to you what you have to do, and then you would have to just follow along doing it. And you couldn't ask him again because he would be like, I'm not repeating anymore. And you're like, really? He's like, ask your peers. And we'll be like, okay. So...
Well, I bet collaboration helped a lot.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Among the New Tech students.
Well, about that.
Do I pass it on?
Before you pass it on,
Okay.
would you say any specific outcomes helped you?
Yes. For outcomes, explain.
Like critical thinking, oral communication, technology literacy.
Everything you said.
Everything I said. That's what we like to
And
hear.
time management too. You know, being a college student.
Yeah, I was almost late to this interview, actually.
Oh,
Not really.
well,
All right.
I
Let's-
think I was more late by 1 minute.
All right, Ashley, tell us about your college readiness.
College and how New Tech helped. Definitely helped a lot with the communication, learning how to talk with other students and my professors. I go to a small college, so we actually do that thing where you talk to your professor. It's real beneficial sometimes. And teamwork too definitely helped a lot, learning how to collaborate with New Tech helped me with college, and definitely got a lot out of time management from New Tech.
I think one of the most major learning outcomes that I actually really used in the college setting was the critical thinking. You know, you're set aside having to do all this homework that really needs you to break down and analyze everything. So I think with, especially being an engineering major, I really need to focus on those critical thinking skills and try to figure out how am I going to design something, how am I going to solve this specific issue. And I think that's where critical thinking is a major component, as well as communication. Not just engineers, but various career fields out there really need communication, and it's very, very necessary, and it's a major foundation to be able to get things going and flowing effectively. So I think even in a college setting, all those learning outcomes that Devin mentioned earlier, those were all just great to have as a college student.
So, since I work at the network and I'm doing this interview, have you guys held any jobs where your skills from New Tech have helped out? Or do you hold any jobs?
Yes.
Yes. Well, details, come on.
Okay, it was my first job actually, and the only thing I didn't get to meet the people who I was talking to face to face. It was always hello. Yes, and I had to have speaking skills, being able to communicate with them because I couldn't see them. I had to figure out what exactly they were trying to tell me because they were angry sometimes. Yeah, let's just say working for the health programs is not fun sometimes.
But New Tech helped.
Yes, it did. And it also helped me manage my time with the call, so get all my work done within
management.
6 minutes.
6 minutes work, and you're paid hourly. That's how
Yeah.
they get you.
6 minutes, 50 calls per day.
I can't do math. Okay. All right, so Ashley, tell us about your experience.
I work for the Indie Backpack Attack, which is a collaboration of about 300 companies, and they collect school supplies and give it to those who can't afford it within the Indianapolis area. So I'm the coordinator for that, so I get to deal with all 300 companies and talk to them and get everything set up so they get the school supplies ready. So definitely got a lot out of New Tech with the collaboration and learning how to send a proper email versus not. So yeah, it definitely helped.
So don't start with LOL.
Currently, I'm a recruiter. I'm interning as a recruiter at a medical staffing agency. It's called Medical Work Staffing, and I feel that even in that small position, for the small amount of time that I've been there, I've used almost all my learning outcomes. I came in, I didn't have really a coworker to work with. I had to learn everything on my own, and that's where the whole critical thinking came in, and having to organize everything and collaborate with just my manager. And I think also communication was such a big component of that, because what I do is I look over resumes and I have to make sure that they're all professional. And then at the same time, once I call someone in to do an interview face-to-face with me, I literally have to sit there, even though some of them are twice my age, and I'm just nailing them down with a million questions that I barely even know what I'm talking about. But, but honestly, it's just a great experience because it's a different position that I thought that I would never be in. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm planning on being an engineer, and getting into a medical profession, like even the staffing agency, I never really considered it at all. And it's something you learn a lot from just a basic experience, but all these learning outcomes really do tie to it.
So, all in all, are you guys happy with everything?
Yep.
Happy where you are with life?
Yep.
Wouldn't change it? Anything? Wouldn't go back in time? Wouldn't change it?
Could I go back in time and go back to New Tech?
I think we all would. All right, this is Devin Katzner. We're leaving you from NTAC 2012. Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.